But, first I want to start by talking a little bit about the family. And Isha, your twin, your better half of the twin side is here. And you have Shloka, who is the better half of your married life. And they're both like way more intelligent than us. 100%. They're definitely better looking than us. So you have all this amazing family support. Now you have two beautiful kids. I love them. Let's start with something soft and fun. Like, how do you manage, Jio, this amazing company, and this work-life balance between that?
Firstly, thank you very much for having me here. I don't very often do public speaking, and I'm grateful that Isha and Shloka have made all the trip here to give a little bit of confidence. So thank you to both of you all for being here. And I'm really happy to be here and supporting Mumbai Tech. As we all know that we want to be known as a tech hub in the country, and if not only in the country, across the world.
Yeah, yes.
Coming to balance, I've been very, very fortunate that I've grown up with a very close-knit family as we were growing up. I mean, like Harsh mentioned, Isha and me came into this world together, and since then, we've become very, very close. As a family, we've always been there. So the first thing is about the values inside the family, and for us, the work was never looked at the balancing part of life. It was always something which was the biggest part of our life. Growing up, we saw our parents, both my father and mother, not only try to balance family and work, but make them both the biggest priorities of our life. And that's something that I've continued to embody as we have now been working in Reliance for the last 10 years. So the question of balance really does not come of balancing family or work. Both are the biggest priorities of my life. And there's one simple funda that I think we all need to embody, which is, your priorities of your life. And, as you grow older, your priorities change, but you want to make sure that your priorities are something that are very meaningful to make your life what you imagine it to be. And from our point of view, my family and my work are the two biggest priorities of my life, not only for this phase, but going forward also.
Awesome, yeah, that's a great answer. Shlok, thumbs up. All right, you got the thumbs up from the wife. Talking about your dad, MDA, obviously, Mukesh Ambani for all of us is the inspiration for our whole country. Everyone looks up to him. You have a mom who actually runs larger companies than 99% of our business people in India. So you have this like super achieving family. How do you step into these shoes? These shoes are like very large shoes to fill. And how do you manage, and what is your biggest inspiration?
Harsh, biggest inspiration goes without doubt is the family that we've grown up with. We've all lived under one roof for now 32 years of our lives. And the inspiration is not too far to find in both my parents. I deeply value the human beings that they are and the work that they do. But the inspiration really does not come from, large items. Of course, the vision, the boldness, the ability to be very, very inspiring. It comes from the small things, like for example, till date, my father clears each and every email that is sent to him, and he does it till 2 a.m. at night, and he's working for the 4th decade of his working life. And that's where the inspiration really comes from. My mom, very, very similarly, like we'll be staring at the same thing. We share a joint passion for cricket, and we're watching the same TV, but the small little details that she notices is something that you can draw inspiration out of. And I think out of and above everything is their dedication is the biggest inspiration for for everyone around us who are who have grown up around them. And that's really why we can say that the biggest inspirations, because we can tell all of the small nuanced things that make the difference, like working at 2 a.m. in the morning, clearing an email that is sent to him. And today, this year will be his 45th year working at Reliance, is where you can find it.
That's amazing.